everybody, it's Melissa from 70 Acres Studio, and I am here today to show you just a quick little project. I'm going to be doing another one of my hand-drawn and carved stamps, so I thought I would just pop on and create a video and see if it's of any use to any of you. So it's a fun process, so let's switch to the overhead. Okay, so I've been carving these for quite a while now, and I've done a Ganesh, and I've done Buddha, and I got a request when someone saw my Buddha stamp if they would make, if I would, they basically commissioned me to make them a Buddha stamp. So this was the stamp that I made this morning, and it actually turns out really nice on paper. I'll get you some paper here and give you a quick impression on it. This is known as stamp CPR. Okay, so it was a little light on the inking. I could have done a much better job, but I like the way it turned out. And I deliberately left some of the raised spots because it makes it, it just, you know, looks like rays of enlightenment, which is what Buddha's all about. So that's that one. And you've seen my chicken and my chicken feet. That's a new one. And I'll do something down this side. I'm thinking maybe, you know, eggs or something. And on here, I'm actually going to be trying something new, and I'm not going to tell you what that is yet because I want to test it first and see how it comes out. But I thought that I would toss in a little freebie on the back, and this is just a quick sketch. I saw it on Google Images, and I just kind of freeformed it onto a piece of paper. And I can show you quickly how you transfer those things. I won't show you on the eraser itself, but if this is your drawing, you just rub the outline with a pencil. Okay, and then rub the paper and you'll get a little transfer mark. It's kind of light here. It works really, really, really well on the erasers. So that's how I've been transferring my designs. And this is the design that I'm going to be doing. Now let me get some things out of the way here. So I'm just going to go kind of do an outline or try and hog out some of the background. And after I had the sketch on here, I outlined it first in a black pen, and that wasn't dark enough, or that was not easy to see because this is an eraser from the Dollar Tree and it had writing on it. So what I ended up doing is I ended up using a white paint marker to do the outline. And if you, Lotus grows on the water, so if you want to try and give it a bit of a watery background, and you know, use the raised edges to your advantage, you could do little swirls in the background. Okay, and I'm just basically driving this it around on the glass mat here. I'm keeping the knife basically still and then just driving the knife, the eraser around the board. Okay, let's see if we can't do another one. This is a big blade. I guess I could have Used a smaller one, but these erasers cut like a dream, people. Go to Dollar Tree. Go there. Go there. Go there. And get yourself some of these. I went today. I've been raving about how wonderful they are to carve and what fun they are. And then, of course, I go to replenish my stock, and there's none there. So I'll have to find another source for them. And I really don't use the big blade too often. I seem to get very good results using the small blade. It works good, and that way, you know, I don't make any mistakes here, because you slip once and it's all over, people. It's all over. Okay. So it's a beautiful day here today. It is 5:13 and the sun is still out nice and bright. I'd say it's probably in the low 50s or upper 40s right now. It was a little chilly out of the sun. So I just put the chickens away. And I was working on the other stamp on the other side of this, and all of a sudden I heard one of my girls screaming, and I rush outside, and sure enough, the hawk was sitting in the tree looking at them. So we have a big hawk here that likes to stalk our girls, but luckily I don't let them out. I don't let them out without supervision, so they were not out yet. So we had the first Cranky Crafters last night, Friday, since my son and daughter-in-law moved into their new house, and it went really, really well. I made a Tree of Life pendant, and everybody wanted to know when it was going to go on Etsy, so after the show I took photos of it and I put it up on Etsy, and it sold within 5 minutes of me putting it up there. So that sold, and the other Tree of Life pendant that I made on a phoenix stone, that sold, and a painting sold. So I was absolutely over the moon. That's the first sales I've had on Etsy, so I'm hoping things pick up. I'm going to start trying to put some of these stamps on there. Alright, so now I'm going to go swap this out for the small one. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive the eraser around the tool, and I'm going to try and do a clean line around the outline of the flower. And I am not pushing hard, guys, not pushing hard at all. Okay. And you can always, you know, get in here and do a little cleanup cut if you want. I'm making horizontal lines across this because these things grow in the water. Okay. So I'm trying to, you know, use the background to my advantage, kind of like to set the scene. Come on. There we go. I actually timed myself on the Buddha, and it took me about 45 minutes to carve it out, so because I do tend to go slow and finicky. And this tool is a V-groove. It is a very, very, very sharp V. It's very difficult to see it. There you go. So when I pull up on it or take the tension off of it, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. So I can get into these little nooks and crannies here and take a thin cut. And then when it widens out, I can go thicker. Okay. And that works real well. Okay, that's pretty much cleaned out there. Okay. Oh, I'm not even in frame. Sorry about that, guys. I have a tendency to get up closer and closer and closer to my work while I'm doing things. End up sitting on top of it by the time I'm done. Okay. Facebook's been going crazy today. Just give me 1 second, guys. So this is almost done. Just have to do the lotus flower. And we are done. And then I can do a test stamp, and then we can always go back and touch up spots here if we have to. Okay, I think I've gotten, I think I did it there. Okay. Now this one we can get a little fancy if you want. When you do the carving out, you can actually do the carving in a pattern, like I did on the Buddha's hair. I did spirals. That way, if there's any high spots, you'll end up with a spiral. I'm just driving this around. Okay. Okay, only 2 little petals to go. Now we can give this a test drive. Last one, guys. Excited to see how this turns out. Sorry, my head gets in the way here. Starting to creep in closer and closer to see what I'm doing here. I have to get myself a good LED lit visor. See how it works. Alrighty. Let me get all this little stuff off of here and we'll give it a try and see how it works. Okay. Let me give it a good inking the first time. Stamp CPR here. Charging to 200. There we go. So now you can see where you need to do some touch up. And let's see, this needs to be, if nothing else, just lessened a little bit. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm not pushing hard into my finger, but yeah, don't do what I'm doing. I'm easing way up as soon as the thing gets close to the edge, so hopefully I won't pierce my finger, because that would not be fun. Let's see, maybe I'll just use this. some of it off. There we go. I'm just kind of whittling it off here. I don't want to take off too much because then you lose integrity. It doesn't have the edges to support it anymore. So let's try it again. And some of these lines are a tad on the thick side. Yeah. And it just looks so dark. I don't know if you all can see this or not. Clean up that corner a wee bit. It's still a little thick. Okay, now where else? This one here. Okay. Oh, Rosie Posey's running around in the backyard. Which else? Yeah, that's a little thick. A little trim. And all right. Well, those aren't very pretty, are they? Let's see if we can't. Clean them up a touch. That one's messy. See if we can't fix that. Okay, let's try that. There you go. I think that's looking pretty good. Now I see a spot I have to fix. So you can just keep doing this and fine-tuning it until you are happy with it. And I would not keep these in a very hot location or out in bright light all the time, because I think that they might degrade after a while. So keep them, you know, keep them in a drawer, and hopefully a heat-controlled room so it's not roasting hot. Don't leave them on the dashboard of your car, because this stuff will probably break down pretty easily once in bright sunlight, and then they won't work anymore. I have only been doing this a little while, so I'm not exactly sure how long these things will last. My feeling is that if you keep them in a temperate location and in a dark box or something, that they will last a good long while. So I'm pretty happy with them. They're a lot of fun to use. Okay, let's give that another inking. Let me clean this mess up. Little bits of rubber all over the place here. least I hope it's not. Hope it's not real rubber, because I'm allergic to rubber. Haven't noticed any problems yet. I'm sure it's some kind of silicone. Okay. There you go. Okay guys, so that's just a quick little demo on how to do your own little tiny hand carved stamps. You can get this set of carvers. It is from Speedball, and it comes with 5 blades, and the blades conveniently store in the handle out of your way. So you can get this on Amazon for about $10 and change. You can get it in the craft stores also, but it's probably going to cost you a wee bit more. The other tool I used was just a box cutter, and I use these quite a bit. I used it extensively on the actual linoleum. I thought that I did better with the blade than I did with the carving tools on that. But anyway, so that's my little lotus flower, and I hope you got some benefit out of the video, and I want to bid you all love, light, and laughter, and I will see you again soon. So long now. Hi everyone, it's Melissa from 70 Acre Studio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd be grateful if you'd please give me a thumbs up and a kind comment down below. Please share my channel with your friends and on your social media, and please subscribe. When you subscribe, please click the alarm bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thanks for helping grow my channel. So long now.